What God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do does not exist. Pastor Jerry, my name is Onyechi. I am doing this video from Port Harcourt. I am here to give God the glory because I am that woman that God has shown mercy. Pastor Jerry, this started 2017 when I took in for my second child. I didn't know I was pregnant. I noticed a very sharp pain on my lower abdomen. When I was rushed to the hospital, the doctor said ruptured ectopic and it requires emergency surgery. So it was when I came out from the theater, the doctor told me, see, we removed one of your fallopian tube because it was already ruptured. But the remaining one you have, you can give birth to as many children as you want. So 2018, God blessed me with another baby. 2022 October, I noticed that sharp pain again on my lower abdomen. I was rushed to the hospital. Doctor said ruptured ectopic. So after the surgery, when I came out from the theater, I didn't know my family planned among themselves that they will not tell me that the remaining fallopian tube were already removed. So it was in January that my husband told me, he called me, he said, see, that day in the theater, the doctor sent for me. When I came in, he showed me, he said, see, this is the remaining fallopian tube of your wife and it needs to be removed. My husband said, he told them no problem. So February, I joined back on NSPPD. I noticed a higher fire on this altar. I was hooked again. So anytime Pastor Jerry will prophesy on creative miracles are happening, organs are being restored, I will shout amen. I said, even if I don't want to give birth again, but there's this joy that every part of your body is intact. So one day, one woman testified how her fallopian tube were restored back after Pastor Jerry prophesied. That day, my mom called me, my dad called me. All members of my family are on this altar. They said, I hope you heard that testimony. God will do it for you. I said, amen. So April 24th, that night, it was that period of God answered by fire prayer. But I prayed fervently. I told God that night, God, I need a fresh fire. I need you to speak my word tomorrow on this altar. Pastor Jerry, April 25th, my word came. Pastor Jerry said, 2 of your fallopian tubes were cut off due to ectopic pregnancy. Go back and check. God has restored it back.
You have lost 2 of your fallopian tubes. Ribala 2 ectopic pregnancies. Ribala Shalabato say the Lord. Go back and check today. I've given you brand new ones. I've given you brand new ones. Receive it right now. Receive it right now. If you will not keep back your testimony, let it become your evidence. Let it become your evidence.
I shouted amen. Everybody in my family started calling me, Pastor Jerry, have mentioned your case. Pastor Jerry, I said, yes, I'm on the altar. I rushed to the hospital to do scan. Doctor told me, no, it's not scan. It's HSG and he has a period of time you are supposed to do it. It has passed. Come back next month. Pastor Jerry, I went there on Thursday. Then on Friday, I went to collect my results. Pastor Jerry, this is my evidence. My fallopian tube is back. It has been restored. I was even telling the doctor that was interpreting the result to me. And I asked him, I said, have you heard of what God cannot do does not exist? He said, yes. I said, this is my evidence. I got my testimony from there. Do you know I don't have any fallopian tube? They have been cut off due to ectopic pregnancy. The guy said, are you serious? So these things are even real. That he used to hear about all those testimonies, but he was thinking, are you sure they are real? He said, truly, this is the wonders of God. When I came back, I told my husband, he couldn't believe it. He called my brother. He's into medical line. He now asked him, is it possible medically for somebody's fallopian tube to grow back after it has been removed. My brother said it's not possible. He said through this a testimony. He now told me, go back to that hospital, to that doctor that did this surgery for you. Show him this result. When I went back, I went to the hospital. I showed the doctor. They brought up my file. I said, doctor, hope you remembered me. He said, yes. And I asked him, what is the result saying? He said, the tube are open. He said, truly, this is a testimony. He now told me, madam, I want to be part of this testimony. Pastor Jerry, I didn't know God still sees me. I didn't know God still remembers me. After I got angry with him, I didn't know. Pastor Jerry, I am so happy. I am so excited. I want to bless God for you, for all the sacrifices you are doing on this altar for us. I just want to bless God's name for you. You are blessed. I love you.